Hi, everyone. Welcome back again to the Psychedelic Art Exchange YouTube channel. Happy December. We're just barreling towards the end of 2025 and are currently bringing you our final CGC auction of the year. That's 50 total lots, all independently certified and graded by CGC. And those lots will begin closing on Sunday, December 7th at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. As always on this channel, we wanted to show off a handful of offerings we're excited about. Right there, all stacked up super beautifully and in order of size.
Oh yes, yes, they're very organized.
Yes.
Yeah, these are the gems, the select pieces from the upcoming CGC sale,
Mm.
and I just you want to remind people that the probably the best thing that CGC offers is a resto check. That so you know that you're getting a piece that's been messed with or not. I mean, other than that, the holders are good and it is an upgrade. It's like it's like $100 that that you could add on to the price of the poster. Just saying. But
Mm-hmm.
anyhow, these selections are just we're going to start with this Delmar Fairgrounds flyer for this festival in '68 where the Dead played. This sweet little piece. It's popped up before, but not that often. It's a really nice little piece, and this one is in very nice condition. And Grateful Dead material just keeps growing in value, and the little stuff is worth a lot too, especially some of these scarcer pieces. So this is a piece to focus on. Then we have what was one of the more popular pieces in the early Family Dog series, the FD7, which the poster is one of the rarest pieces. For whatever reason, they just didn't survive in huge quantities. Now this handbills, the black version, and it's signed by Wes Wilson, and it's a high grade, good looking piece. It's such a strange little image too, which is I
Mm-hmm.
guess what attracts people. Chet Helms, who was the promoter of the Family Dog, acted as art director for these early pieces, and I guess made suggestions to Wes Wilson, and they collaborated on these pieces. But this one is particularly strange. This little demon-like figure is Krampus. Remember Krampus?
I know Krampus.
Krampus, like a German. He used to accompany Saint Nicholas, and Saint Nicholas would, give the good children, gifts, and Krampus would give the nasty children, nasty things.
So
This,
it's seasonally appropriate if you're looking for a Christmas gift for
oh,
yourself or
oh
for
yeah,
anyone else.
yes. So
And we've talked pretty extensively about this piece in the past. I'll throw some links up if you want to take a look at some of the discussions we've had about the poster. We've been lucky enough to have a few originals of the poster and the handbill in recent times, but this one's very high grade.
yeah, and we're really hot on Wes Wilson's early stuff, and the rest of the world will, catch up with us at some point.
At some point.
Anyhow, this next piece is one that doesn't come in that often. It is in the art of rock, and this is a really great piece just to talk about from a music lover's perspective. I mean, this Randy Tootin poster, it's one color, and it was from the boarding house in San Francisco, which was a place where they had shows in the 70s. I think Hot Tuna recorded an album there. There's it was a place that it was gone by the time I visited the city. But
Mm.
this show in '76, this is one of the pieces in the art of rock that I was like, if you could go back in time. And this is the Wild Chapatulas, and Professor Longhair third on the bill. I mean, so New Orleans came to San Francisco for this show. I can only imagine how fun this was. The Wild Chapatulas, for those of you not familiar, were a Mardi Gras Indian band, and they were led by Big Chief Jolly Landry, who happened to be, his nephews were the Neville brothers. So, and the Neville brothers and the Meters were the essential New Orleans funk band. So, I mean, the backing, if you don't have this album, it's essential. The Wild Chapatoulas record, it's the Nevilles. It was produced by Alan Toussaint, and it's just freaking wonderful. But Professor Longhair, there's not too many Professor Longhair posters. This guy was, essential for that New Orleans music. He, created that keyboard sound that the Dr. John, Marcia Ball, all of them, came from. So yeah, Feswa is sort of like the patron saint of New Orleans. There's a bust of him in Tipitinas, that everyone rubs for luck, and there's beads all over him and whatnot. But this, high grade, super rare, really amazing show. This is, for New Orleans music lovers out there.
Yeah, we do not see that one often at all. So might as well get your hands on it now.
Yeah, I mean, again, the album, the Wild Chapatoulas, it was the Meters and the Nevilles all playing behind him. It's I think it's where Hey Pocky Way first showed up. So anyhow.
We know that one.
Yes, we do. Anyhow, now here's a poster that, it comes up in a lot of sales because it was in the later part of the family drug where the print runs were heavy and there were a lot of copies. I mean, but still, to find a copy in high grade, an original, not a reprint, they're a little bit harder to distinguish unless you know what you're looking for. But this has a big fat Griffin signature that's just gorgeous in silver ink. So, I mean, this piece has always been one of my favorites because, it's really hard to read and it's like slightly asymmetrical. It's just one of those Griffin designs right at that point where he was putting up, 68 was this period where, Oxamox, the Hawaii Oxa, this piece, the Flying Eye, it was that, where the lettering was just, he was, at the top of his poster game. So, this is a piece I've always thought should probably sell for more. The only thing I guess that kept it back is it's it's slightly common, but
there's a lot of different printings, right? Like this one has like just a huge amount of like examples. There's like several RPs and several OPs, I think.
I think I'll have to look at it again. I think there's only one original printing that Eric King says you can identify by looking on the back, and you see this woven type pattern. And then, the reprints, some of the blue bleeds through, but still, it's just striking in black and red. It's like one of the top Griffin pieces. Cool. Anyhow,
love it.
Buy this poster. And here we have 1970s Sacramento Dead, which again, always just like crowd pleaser, great poster. This one signed by the artist. It's 1970 with the New Riders when they were doing those acoustic sets that, they were super rare, super scarce. And and it's Sacramento, California. This is a gorgeous piece that always does well. In fact, though, as a side note, I'm going to be flying into Sacramento tomorrow because I'm going to see this exhibit at the Chambers Project, this Grateful Dead 60-year exhibit with all these amazing, pieces of original wild art and a big fun scene. So if anyone out there is within striking distance of this, I would make an effort to attend this exhibit.
Yeah, go hang out. I've heard a little bit about it, and there's some really crazy like original stuff in there.
Yeah, it's really it's a powerful exhibit. So I hope to see some of you all out there.
Yes. And there you have it. I mean, it's a small sale, but we've got some really cool signed pieces, stuff that we don't see very often. have at it. Maybe you'll even get it in time for Christmas.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
a pitch for CGC titles. If anyone's looking to sell any of theirs, we can use them. I mean, the sale is only 50 pieces because people aren't letting go of their graded stuff.
Yeah, please let us know. I'll put the contact email in the description, along with all of the links to our auctions, as always. And thank you so much for joining us. The December CGC auction is open until Sunday, December 7th at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. We're really happy to have you here. Thanks for another great year in posters.
Take care now.
Bye.